All right, so I want to do a little unboxing. I couldn't find any information about this one on Amazon. I had to go with the 10 screen because the space in between my visors was limited. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with the 10 instead of the 12, even though the 12 is the most popular. That's what I needed. So this is a Wolfbox G930. I did some limited research. Like I said, I had a hard time finding the information I was looking for, but maybe I can provide it for you. So let's see. Bloop. Let's see what we got here. It's a wonderful magnetic box, which, like, you know, after I get done installing it, I will never see again. So here it is. All right, that looks pretty nice, actually. It says it's 4K. Got a speaker, got a little camera here. Oop. The camera does have some pan tilt to it. Not much, but some. Obviously, can separate it from the mirror itself. Looks like the SD card is already installed. Oh, wow, an actual, like, name brand one. Lexar, 32 gig. Cool. So let's plug it in. So let's see. Hey, there it is. Nice. Let's do this, because please read the manual, format the card, use the original accessories, and check the functionality of the dash cam with all its accessories before install. You got it. Whoop. Okay, do I want to format? Sure. Cool. So let's take the lens off here, or lens cover. And let's see. Whoop. Had to reboot. What do we got? Oh yeah, sure. That's fine. That works. Good enough. That's pretty clear. Yeah, let's see what kind of settings we got here. Brightness. Is there a way to, like, get this to go faster? Not really. Okay. Well, I guess they don't want you overdoing it. Wolfbox doesn't do anything. Mute. Lock file. Take screenshot. We are currently recording. Now we're not. Let's go to playback. I think it can. Okay, so what else we got here? So stop recording. Let's go to settings. Oh boy, resolution. 4K and 1080. It's fine. Movie clip time. Okay. Mirror flip of rear image. Maybe. Upside down rear image. Maybe. Format SD. Language. That's me. Screensaver. Of what? Let's check that out. G sensor sensitivity. That might be useful. Volume. We're going to turn that off. 60 hertz. What is the date and time? Okay. There we go. 12 hours. Daylight savings. I don't know. Default booting display. Sure. Rear camera, I guess. Reset setup, product info. I guess that's my version number. Yeah, not a ton of settings. Let's just format that card again. Okay. Well, there you have it. Okay. Let's see what else is in the box. Rubber things. All right, GPS. Cable minders. Double-sided. With a bunch of these guys. That's cool. Boop. So you got a small mirror or a big mirror. We got the wired USB if you're gonna run it that way, which I'm not. I had to get a step down because this is not gonna work for me. Cool though, it's got a pass through, it's nice. So you can still use it if you're doing it that way. Somebody could just use this as a phone charger actually, because, you know, USB-C. What we got here? This is a rear camera. It's double-sided tape and some cheap screws. I've seen worse. It's kind of big, but as long as it works. Wire gauge is decent, pretty small. These weird little connectors here. Yep, little 4-pin. Okay, that's fine. And then give you a panel tool, cleaning cloth, I'm sure, and a user manual, and then everything in Spanish. Okay, well, how about this? I will get it installed, assuming that it fits on my rearview mirror, which I will go check, and then I will get back with you so you can take a look. All right, so here's a follow-up on the installation of the dash cam. So I did not like the rubber bands going around my stock mirror, so I made a custom mount. You can buy some on Amazon. They're plastic, probably a heck of a lot less work. Well, here's the mirror. I'll flip the key on here. Some of the features that I really like, you can set it to come up with single camera, dual camera, either front or rear on the single. So that was nice. You can change the actual lines of your parking, right? So when you're in the reverse camera here, you can move it up or down, which is great. But if you like the actual parking lines, you can add them, but you can also adjust them, which I think is a pretty great feature that I've never heard anybody talk about. So you can move your center point of your car, right? So if you get your camera off-centered and it's, you know, if your camera's on the wrong side, you can move everything over so you don't hit things. So that would be a nice thing to set up. I got parking mode because I hardwired it. If you buy certain aftermarket wiring kits, they do not give you parking mode. So there's something in the Wolfbox hardwire kit that enables parking mode. So remember that, you can't just buy any USB-C. There's quite a few good things in here. I like that you can check the GPS information so you can actually verify you're connected. Speed compensation, overspeed reminder, some people might like that. The functionality to actually turn off the mirror is pretty nice. Well, I guess not turn off the mirror, but turn off the camera so you can go back to a mirror. And then just having a split view is cool too. So great camera. I ran all the wiring as best I could. I kind of wished everything went the same direction, but it went up and in my A-pillar. Like I said, it's an old car, I have that option. So this is a good product, 130 bucks, can't be beat.